When most people think about IRAs, they picture stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, traditional investments in traditional accounts. But today's investors are asking for more. They want flexibility, they want control, and increasingly, they want alternatives. Yet many investors are unaware about what their options even are.
I think when people think about a traditional IRA, they think about it very much like they do their own 401k or other types of accounts. The IRA is a very powerful tool. It's actually one of the best things the government ever did. It's a tremendous savings vehicle. There's a lot of things you can have in an IRA, and a lot of people don't know that. For instance, you can have direct property, so you could buy a vacation rental home or student housing in a college town. Now, you can't use it for your own purposes. There's definitely rules against self-dealing, but a lot of people don't realize that there's a variety of investments that you can hold in an IRA. Again, things like precious metals, cryptocurrency, that go beyond the traditional stocks, bonds, and mutual funds that most people are used to.
Custody services play a vital role in reporting, holding, safeguarding, and administering a client's assets. A good custodian makes sure you are following the correct rules to keep your assets in a tax-free or tax-deferred status.
All IRA custodians really provide the same services, and those are safekeeping of your investments. And by safekeeping, I don't mean that they're making sure your investment's a good, safe investment, that it's not going bankrupt. By safekeeping, what we're doing is making sure that investment is registered to the IRA, to you, that we know where it's held, and that investment exists. The custodian is responsible for safekeeping. They are also responsible for record keeping. Custodians record investments going in and out of IRAs. They record dividends and interest coming in. Custodians also are responsible for all of the tax reporting. They will do 1099s saying and money went out of an IRA. They will also do 5498s, and the Form 5498 will be contributions coming into the IRA and the total value of the IRA. For a custodian, it's really important to keep very meticulous records to maintain the integrity of the tax reporting. We want to make sure that those funds that you have in an IRA stay in a tax advantage status.
For more than 40 years, CNB Custody has been a trusted name in non-traditional investment custody, offering clients the freedom to build diversified portfolios with confidence.
The great thing about CNB Custody, we are part of a small traditional community national bank. We have a nationwide custodian, which makes us unusual in the small banking space. As a nationwide custodian, we have clients in all 50 states, and our reach is very, very broad. What makes us unique is we still retain the small town feeling of our service. For instance, when you call us, somebody will answer the phone. Biggest thing we can do is continue to be easy to do business with. The services we provide are not unique. The way we provide the services is the value add. So obviously we'll want to continue to invest in technology. The easier it is for financial advisors and investors to work with us to buy into these types of investments, the better. We do plan on continuing, though, that very personalized service. We don't ever see ourselves going to automated phone answering or some of the other things. Push 0, then push 7, and then push 0 again. No matter where the space goes and where some of the technology could take us, we don't want to lose that small town, high-touch feel in the services we provide. The other thing we're going to do, the investment options will always continue to innovate. The American economy innovates. And as there are new types of investments that, again, are not traditionally sold on markets, we want to be able to learn how to provide that custody, how to provide that tax reporting services so that we can provide custody to self-directed investors and financial advisors that think those investments are good ideas, and many of them are.
Established as a division of Community National Bank, CNB Custody saw early on that investors were hungry for control over their retirement choices. Where other custodians hesitated, CNB innovated. As self-directed IRAs continue to grow in popularity, CNB plans to continue to lead the way for investors all across America.
I think the big difference in CNB and a lot of the custodians out there is our specialty with alternative investments. It's all we work with. It's what we've done for 40 years. We have $4.5 billion of assets under custody, 40,000 accounts. We've done this for years and years, where some of the custodians that specialize more in the publicly traded investments, they'll hold an alternative investment here and there, but they don't know. They don't know the paperwork processes with them. They don't know how paperwork intensive they can be. These types of investments, there's a lot of mergers and corporate actions that you've got to be on top of and know about. And then the fact that we work with financial advisors so closely, there are a lot of financial advisors out there that work with alternative investment. They want their investors, they want their clients to have some presence with the stock market and publicly traded markets, but then when the stock market's not doing so great, they want them to have that balance of an alternative.
We've been seeking good custodians around the country, and CNB came across not only as a good custodian from the perspective of customer service that they offer, but also from their price pointing that they provide. On a consistent basis of saying where they stand, it shows that they believe in the fact that they want to be a strong, positive bank, not only by just simply providing our customer service, but also the foundation of what a banking financial institution should look like. And so that allows me to sleep at night. I would recommend people working with CNB. One, so you need to sleep comfortably at night. Number two, if you're going to be working with non-publicly traded assets and you need a custodian that you want to custody the investments at, they are going to do the right job in making sure it is custodied correctly. Not only the initial aspect of the custody, but on an operational basis, on an annual basis of whatever reporting that has to be done. They not only will remind you what has to be done, but they will follow up and follow through to make sure it is done in a consistent manner. The hospitality that you get there is just amazing.
CNB Custody. Responsive, reliable, remarkable. To learn more about our self-directed IRA services, please visit cnbcustody.com.